What was the most awkward thought you had about your newborn baby? The nurses showed him to me and got him to latch onto me, then took him over to the corner for assessments. In my head I'm thinking I love him, but I'm not having that heart-melting reaction everyone else seems to have when they first see their perfect. What's wrong with me? Then I heard them cry over there in the corner, and my heart melted, and I think, oh, there it is, guess I'm wired to sound instead. I actually vocalized this, put him back in. He ain't done cooking, earned myself a smack from my wife. I'll explain. My oldest son looks like me, if you drain the color from my skin and give me a blonde wig. I'm pretty dark-skinned Latino and it surprised me a bit. I love the big lung though, he just turned 24. His mother was milk white and red-headed, so not that surprising. They had to vacuum my daughter out. No one warned me about anything at all, and I was very young and didn't know much. My child had this craziest cone head. I was convinced mentally that she was gonna stay like that. I did my best to put a brave face on and that I was gonna love her, but Lord knows I was worried for a bit. She now has a relatively normal-shaped head. I was cleaning my daughter up after a messy diaper, and I remember looking at her little vajayjay and thinking it was kind of like looking into infinity, in a way. Like maybe someday she will have a daughter and that daughter may have another daughter who might have a daughter and so on. What do I win? Disclaimer: I was terribly sleep deprived at the time. I think he has something special in his face? Is that autism or a new age condition or something? All the news about things today makes you super skeptical. BTW, I don't even believe in autism as most people do. I've met some super talented autistic people who are overachievers. Just another label in the label generation. Fuck. I'm barely mature enough to take care of myself now. I have a family and all these bills stretching for decades into the future. I have to be a role model for this little one. I don't know if I can do this. Help. She's grown up now and living on her own, so I guess we did okay. First, when arriving home and he's in his car seat and I'm staring at him, and then the husband, frozen, and oh well? What now? What do we do? Second, feeding one time and thinking he was literally a hairless monkey. Lamau, both the kids reminded me of hairless monkeys. She looks like a squished up old man. She was adorable, but she was not a pretty newborn baby, lol. After she unsquished she was very pretty and now she's a gorgeous teenager. I may be a little biased, but other people say it too, so I believe it. When my first son came out of me and I was holding him, looking at him with him looking back, I just thought, I don't know you, you are a stranger. This was followed by I'm all he has, he doesn't know anyone else, we belong to each other. After 2 weeks in the NICU the whole way out of the hospital I was thinking, I can't believe the hospital staff are letting us walk out of here with this baby. They don't even know us, what are we going to do? So nervous. With my son, I thought, this baby doesn't look like my husband. He looks like my brother-in-law or his dad, as I would later discover. With my daughter, I thought, is my baby supposed to be blue and listless? Literally right as she popped out I said, why does she look like that? Because she had a cone head, and I was sitting there wondering what the heck happened to her head as they were taking her to get cleaned up. Sitting on the couch, my mom asked me, isn't it crazy she came out of you? I agree. My partner stares at my daughter for a long time before stating in disbelief, she came out of my nutsack. I was convinced my newborn looked exactly like Rick Moranis, and my wife got annoyed constantly hearing that. It did eventually go away, though now Rick Moranis looks like a newborn to me. I was amazed they were going to actually let me take that baby home when I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I kept expecting them to meet me at the exit door and take him back. With my second again, black mommy, white dad, and I was 2 for 2 with blonde, light-eyed babies. Finally got my brown-eyed brown hair cutie pie with my third. Don't know if it's awkward, but I was so sleep deprived that I hallucinated that her face morphed into a demon's with sharp teeth while I was nursing her late at night. Given that we're not having children, the thoughts would be something like, what the fuck is this thing and how the fuck do I get rid of it? My husband and I had many conversations about how our daughter was basically like another one of our pets when she was a newborn. Smiley face. Is it supposed to look like this? I'd never seen a newborn before. I was expecting something more cherubic, less alien. Thank God I waited to become a dad at 29. There's no way I could have handled this whole thing when I was 21. I thought he looked like a little wrinkled old man when they put him on my chest after he was born. The father is Asian and my baby looked so Asian that exhausted me wondered, is this my child? When they laid her on my chest I literally thought, why is she touching me? I don't know her. When my cousin had her baby, 10-year-old autistic me blurted out, why is she so ugly? I wonder what it tastes like. Like, if you did raise a baby, would it taste like veal? Is that a potato? what I thought when I saw my newborn nephew. She had a huge head and I was worried I'd had an ugly child. Lol. You've come a long way from my nutsack, little one.